Sure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
We got three. Set! Green, 39!
And they give this time to the tailback. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Williams. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get him for a loss of about 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
He'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 24. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Bortles now to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, He can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Corey Legion in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Now Bortles, got to have this one. The open man is Shark, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And now he'll tuck it and run. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They get it to him running left, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Corey Grant, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. So now Bortles will bring the Jags up to go for 2.
Trips left, trips left.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Tyrell Williams, 73 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 right at the 30.
372.
shotgun now for Bortles. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
372.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Spread right, 72. Lucy. Move.
On third and long, it's Bortles. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
11B.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback third and long, you really got to rally the troops here. And the pressure gets to him again. Malik Jackson. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Green 80. Throw left. Move. Lucy.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Move. Hank.
To throw, it's Bortles. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Move. 11.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Move. Hey, 54, Ricky. 57.
On play action, it's Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Armstrong. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On play action, now Bortles. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Hank. Green 80. Move. 372. Lucy.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Bortles to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Move. Hey, 54, Ricky. Hank.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Caught by Nelson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks.